Hello, my name is Lauren Heckard. I've never used the descriptive word turtleneck to describe anything that wasn't a sweater, and this is another episode of Brown Sock.
Tuesday.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh, mine was already.
Click. Sorry, mine's already open.
Slurpy derp.
Dude, there's a mosquito in your ear, Jacob.
Oh god damn it.
Sucking your ear juices.
He's just like flying around your face.
That's great.
Oh.
So,
I don't know where it
okay,
went.
it's away.
Well, that was a new thing.
And we're away.
Yes, we are. Hey, how are you guys tonight?
Well, I'm, subpar.
I'm bogey.
That sucks, man. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Well, that's odd. Never heard that as a
Fix that shit.
describing thing.
Well, he said subpar, so.
He's bogey. Golf.
And the Jacob, how is he doing this evening?
The Jacob has no clue.
Oh, all four of us are here today, so. Yup.
That was a way to introduce ourselves. Yeah, why are you subpar, Lauren?
Because I'm happy.
That was a good answer. Now, back to you.
I'm alright.
You sound so uncomfortable.
I was.
De-stress yourself. Anyway, so the Destiny beta's a thing. When's it
Yeah.
out?
For
20
PlayStation, it's
Already
Today.
out. And for Xbox, which we all play.
Not for Tuesday when this podcast is released.
yeah. The day after
Yes.
that, we'll be never having life for 4 days.
Alright.
I'm gonna have a life.
I won't be.
Well then,
I have nothing else
I
to
have
do.
work, so yeah.
I have a life.
I probably won't even play the beta. I don't know.
Lauren took 5 minutes.
I'm not a beta person in general. Like, I'll just play the game when it's out. But yeah, the setup, I just didn't want to go through it. I have the code and everything, and just didn't want to do it.
Did you just be like one of those people that just plays and is like, oh, it glitched here, and here, and here. Okay.
No.
And you could make the game better because of that.
Well,
That's what it's for.
I'm sure that's why everyone else who has the beta code is there. So
Or just
Not
the
me,
player.
That's
actually.
not why.
Um,
And which was his point.
exactly. So it's pointless for them to have beta playing anyway.
Why?
I'm not really sold yet on Destiny. I wanna play it before because I've played a lot of games where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this game. That's why I haven't pre-ordered it yet. Is because I haven't played it. So I want to play it before I pre-order it.
Arr!
If any of you are wondering, the reason he's actually going to be able to play the beta before pre-ordering the game is I got my hands on 3 beta codes. So
Because
Which I am-
everybody gets 3 beta codes.
no, 3 separate beta codes.
Oh, cool.
For 9 characters.
Which I'm very happy with, Dan, because
Yes.
I didn't want to do it. I was like, oh, I'm not quite sure about this. So maybe if Dan lets me play it sometime.
I'd probably
Maybe.
play it, even though I don't do betas. If it was like a 2-second setup, I'm sure I'd play it.
Like,
Yeah,
touch this button.
that's what I'm
There
going to
you
be
go.
doing for 4 days, and you're just going to be like, there's Minecraft over here.
Yeah. Plus,
Halo.
I still don't have live right now. So
You'll have live by that time, I'm sure.
if I get paid by then.
I'll get
But,
you paid tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, 2 days from now.
Yeah, but I ran out of live, and I don't know if I told the story about the thing.
Yeah, you have.
The card
Oh, I did.
being broken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, if he hasn't,
I scratched off
He has.
the code on the new page, and I scratched off 4 of the digits that I needed to put in the code. So I just lost my year of live, and so I don't have a new one yet. So that sucks. Anyway.
Yeah, that's that
Balls.
story.
yeah. So, next in news, there's a couple.
That's the news.
And for the news,
Video
something
Game
that we-
Channel 4.
We don't really
we don't really
do
follow-
much with Nintendo stuff, but
uh,
if you're wondering, there's new characters in the Smash Bro thing.
Smash Bros. There's Robin.
And Lucia, which are 2 new characters coming from Fire Emblem. And one of them, I can't remember which one, will have, I think, an alternate costume for both genders.
If it's not Roy, there's no point.
I
That's
think
kinda
that
how
would be
Lauren
Robin.
feels.
And also Captain Falcon was announced.
Yep, and
That's
Pac-Man is
trailer.
going to be part of this.
Yeah, this is old information.
Where's Mrs. Pac-Man?
Yeah, it was Pac-Man and Platuna from Kid Icarus and
There's a Wii U trainer.
yeah, the Wii U trainer, which has been known since they first announced
Yeah, I know.
the game.
There's Mii Fighters. That sounds unfortunate.
Not really. Basically, it's like your Mii character, and then you choose between 3 different fighting styles,
Yeah, that's what it looks
and then you
like.
can choose like individual moves and stuff.
From a pro status standpoint, they're probably going to be pretty weak.
Maybe, or pretty powerful.
No, I'm pretty sure the Mii's wouldn't be OP.
Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah.
If you get a choice, they're probably all going to be weak choices.
Yeah.
But
And that's all we have for that.
Yeah, that's really, really it.
There's not a lot going on in video games right now.
It's
Comic-Con's coming up, so just gearing up for that.
That looks
Yeah.
fun.
Where there's going to be a lot of video game information coming from that, because there always is.
Yeah.
Oh, something I found the other day. So Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is being sued
Why?
because a dictator or an ex-dictator of Panama is suing them for using his likeness in their game and portraying him in a bad way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that, like, is that grounds
was
solid, or is it
I've-
just like...
It-
I don't know.
it's libel.
I've never played the game, so I don't know. But they say, they're accusing Activision of using his image and then
Without
portraying
permission.
him in a bad way.
Which is illegal.
it's kind of like what GTA 5 did with Lindsay Lohan.
According to her.
They shouldn't have done that. It's messed up.
Yeah.
Speaking of Call of Duty getting sued, they've been sued before, haven't they?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure
for
they got sued
something.
for the no Russian level in MW2.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I don't remember by who, but the Russian government sued them. I don't know.
No, it was
The Russian government.
it was something about them killing a bunch of innocent people in an airport.
Yeah, that's why they
Yeah.
let you skip the level if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
that's why you can skip the level now.
I
No,
thought
you
that
could,
was
you could
before.
always skip it. Always.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
No, you
could.
couldn't.
I got that game the day it came
Me
out.
too.
I know you could skip that level.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, you could.
I don't care.
Anyway, what game do you guys think you put the most time into?
Out of my
Well.
lifetime,
Yeah.
that is such a hard question for me to answer, honestly. I mean, I know Minecraft is probably one of the top ones, but if it's anything besides Minecraft, I have no clue. It'd have to be a game that I replayed a bunch of times, so it'd either be a Legend of Zelda or it would be a Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah, I might have put the most amount of hours into Skyrim. But then again, that's just because I know how many hours I put into it, and which was about 400 to 500 on just one character, and I've had two that I actually played on to past level 30. But other than that, if Minecraft might come up into that, just because it's yeah.
We play it all the time.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, we play it all the time. If it's not Minecraft, which all of us play all the time, it's probably Oblivion, because I played that on my old system, I played that on my new system, and this has been the game that I've played more than any other game. Lately, I have been playing a lot of Skyrim on my laptop, and mods are a thing.
very exciting.
Yeah.
What type of mods? If you're gonna go in that direction, what type of mods? What'd you do?
Just
Spit it out, motherfucker!
jeez.
No, I'm just
Jeez,
kidding.
give him a fucking chance to speak. God.
Just I go with lore friendly mods, so like most of it's just places that were talked about in the arena, like because you travel on the map, so there's just new little towns, little hamlets that were in the arena that you'd fight in, that were just
They were just there.
they were there, and then they were just kind of scooted out of the way for Skyrim, and then a couple houses just because I like houses, so nothing really
too big.
Nothing too big. Nothing that affects any story. Just little hamlets.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all the mods I've done on that.
Yeah, I don't like mods.
Lawrence said his distaste about mods for a while. Why don't
I-
you like mods?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like the game.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way about mods too. I don't know.
And mods also
I feel like
make your computer run slower when you play the game.
Yeah.
like I don't really
no matter
care.
what mod they
Yeah,
are.
I don't really care about that. I don't know. I just feel like I play the game the way it was intended to be
Yeah.
played.
Yeah.
Because the people who made it put so much of their own time and effort into making it that I don't know. I just feel like
Just to be respectful to them.
kind of. I don't know. I just
It's-
don't really care for mods.
Yeah, see, it's hard for me to explain too, but that's
Yeah,
basically
that's
it.
like
I don't
that's like hard
generally
for
do
me
it.
to
I'll say that
explain
much.
why I like mods. It's kind of like that. It's a weird. It's like I like mods because these people are creative. They come up with these things, but most of them stay inside the guidelines that the story allows.
And I just don't really care.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, it's just kind of how I am with it. They're there.
yeah.
Cool.
I just
I won't go out of my way generally to download a mod, so.
lately actually I've been playing a whole lot more with my computer and a lot less to my Xbox.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. Because
Ever since I ran out
I don't have
live, I was like, huh?
Ever since Lauren ran out of live, I really haven't had anyone to play with because Pelican's always at work.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I've just been
Yeah.
like, I could watch TV on Netflix.
Does the mic pick me up from here?
let me see.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright. Yeah, Daniel downloaded Skyrim mods on Civ 5.
I used them for a while.
And then didn't.
Yeah.
I stopped using them after I was done beating them.
There's a feature in that game that you can set yourself to play against random civilizations. And I was like, if I downloaded this mod and I wanted to play like with random civilizations, I wouldn't want like the Ultimary Dominion to show up as one of the alternate civs, because I don't know,
They don't mix with
they
our.
don't exist on Earth. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Generally within the mod, it just
mod was
Changes
kind of
it.
funny though. It had Maroon's Dagon.
yeah, as one of the leaders. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, Civ 5 is really the only computer game I play now. Daniel and I have been playing that a lot more often.
It's because we really don't have anything else to do because neither of us have our actual accounts. So
Yeah.
Team Fortress 2. Playing that. Because it's free now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Figured.
And then.
I should
Garrison.
probably get it.
Mhm.
Man, I probably shouldn't actually. If I get back into it, that'd be terrible.
Huh.
So much time.
actually, I might still have live. I just
Hold
got an
up.
email from Microsoft. So,
Huh.
You
huh?
guys played TF2?
No.
I did a little bit, not much at all.
Who do you play as? Pyro, probably. Yeah.
And I still get my ass kicked.
I played as heavy in the scout class.
I was like.
Really? You only played a little bit, and you played as the scout class?
I played 2 rounds, and I played one as the scout, and I was like, "This character is."
Ooh. It's really hard to play as a scout at first. That's what I wanted
Yeah.
to do at first. I was like, I want to be fast. I want to be the guy that runs around. Nope. Pew, you're done. It's over.
Yeah.
Scout is one
I
of the
got
hardest ones to
My
learn
knob
off of
pushed
that.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Whatever
played
that
like
means.
a good 4 hours. It's been kind of like, oh, I'll jump on here because I'm not doing anything else, and then I'm like, oh, I'm still getting my ass kicked.
I think I played with Seth one time, and I think he's a demo man. At the beginning, everyone told me that Pyro was the easiest to start with, and I don't know why I had a hard time with it, but I cycled through, and when I got to the heavy, I was like, this one's actually pretty easy. I think I'll just stick with this. And so, generally, I'm a heavy, but sometimes I'll do Spy as my other one. Spy's pretty fun, though. You get to pretend to be whoever you want on the other team. I don't know. You guys have seen like stuff on that game though, right?
Like I've seen videos like, okay, so which one's the one that turns invisible?
That's Spy.
Alright, well I've seen this one video where the guy spray paints like a half naked lady on the wall and then he just hides in the corner and waits till somebody comes and looks at it.
That's
And
awesome.
then just stabs him in the
That's
back.
pretty funny. Man,
That's pretty awesome.
that game is like the definition of CTF. Like when I think of Capture the Flag, that's my go-to game for it because it's so much fun on that game. Yeah, also Halo is big Capture the Flag game.
I love Halo's CTF. It's definitely one of the better things that I like doing with people.
Which Halo do you like the most for CTF?
Um,
I'm probably just gonna say I like Halo 4's multiplayer.
yeah, I was gonna say I like Halo 4's multiplayer because it
Because-
feels better, I guess.
I just like Halo 4's multiplayer because
With the
there's
sprinting.
sprint.
With the sprinting.
Like,
Sprinting,
I can go places.
That or when you pick up the flag you get to shoot people.
that,
Yeah,
I have to
that's-
admit,
yeah.
that's good. It's definitely a good thing.
when they
Only bad thing is you can't drop the flag.
yeah, when they added jetpacks though to Halo, it kind of changed the
Burped and it burned my nose.
Daniel burped and burnt his nose.
Ow.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
And I was just
Dude.
drinking in Arizona too. It was just, ow.
Okay.
Just
Face
ow.
clam.
Yeah, when they added jetpacks to Halo, it kind of changed the whole
Verticality.
feeling of the game.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
me, it's really hard to make maps now because everybody can just start with the jetpack.
Yeah.
So you have to think about that while you're building now. So you have to like block off a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
Or at least make them slippy.
Or I just do matches where people can't have jetpacks.
Which really
Yeah.
throws me off. 'Cause
That's all I
I've-
ever use too.
I've gotten into this thing where when I'm online, I'm jetpack.
I usually try to avoid using the jetpack because then I get too dependent on it and I'll switch to a class that I don't have a jetpack on and then I'll try to use it and
And
I'm like,
you do
"Oh,
like
fuck."
SWAT. And
Yeah.
And then you just jump off the edge and you're just.
Basically.
I don't know why SWAT I can do.
It's
I
pretty
can do
fun.
that fine.
Yeah, me
Just
too.
after playing a bunch of like Slayer and Capture the Flag where I have the jetpack, switching from it, I'll always jump off and kill myself. The first time I'll be like, oh, yeah.
Jump off,
Oops.
sprint.
It happens once and then
I'll
you're
just
like,
get
oh,
into
crap.
a situation where I need a jetpack and I'm like,
Should have
why
depended
isn't
on
it
it.
working? Oh.
Yeah.
I'll be like, what? No.
Terrible.
Dead.
In the book.
I
That's exactly what I was thinking. Oh god.
I'm so low energy right now.
Yeah,
Just- maybe we shouldn't have ate before.
low energy
I don't know.
cast.
Low energy.
But about the jetpack, the only other thing I use besides jetpack in Halo 4 as an armor ability is hologram. Just because it pisses people off sometimes, and I think it's
Really
hilarious.
funny. This far into having Halo 4, not a lot of people use anything that's like hologram
yeah,
or
yeah.
anything like that.
That's why I like
So
it.
it's really weird, like going to matches where everybody's using something that's not a battle rifle and not a fucking jetpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've already asked this on a different podcast, but what do you guys want to see in Halo 5?
Master Chief.
Better multiplayer. Wait, no. I'm going on a tangent about like different games that like, run through my head.
Probably something about, like, I want to see Clark and the Arbiter, if they're working together, find the Chief
I want to see June.
and, like, touch him.
All right.
And
According
touch
him
him.
So, according to the book and the lore of Halo, 6 Spartan 4s actually survived the Human Covenant War.
Oh.
And-
Spartan 4s?
Yeah.
Like
Or
June.
Spartan 2s, sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Master
Thought
Chief
for sure.
survived in June, and then there's 4 others that survived.
6 Spartans.
Go
overall.
June.
Who are the other 5? 6. 4.
4. I don't,
5,
don't-
6,
I
4,
don't know.
2.
I'm guessing you can
Oh.
find out if you read the books, but I don't read the books, so.
I
But
want
anyways,
to
in-
see like I want to see like
Mike probably
alpha
did.
team of
Spartans.
yeah
Spartan
the
2s.
Spartan 2s. I want to see June, Master Chief. I want to see them all
I feel like
on a team.
Master Chief might die sometime soon.
Okay.
just to like
He's
throw
getting up
everybody
there.
off.
Well, you know, they kind of already killed off Cortana, and it's just like,
It's only
yeah,
a
let's
matter
do
of
Master
time.
Chief too.
Just kill the
I want to see
Figure it out in the
the
series.
only person from Noble Team that didn't die.
June.
June.
Yeah. Oh god damn! What am
Who
I
were you
doing?
talking about?
It's been a day.
Yeah, it has. It's been a day of
Anyways.
wrongdoings.
What I want to see in Halo 5, I want to see dual wielding come back.
That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
me too.
And I want to see
been too long.
Forge. I want them to get
I
rid
want
of the
them
whole
to-
shading feature.
I want them to enhance Forge.
Yeah, and I want
More
Forge
pieces.
to have more pieces.
Exactly.
And I want to be able to forge on every map instead of just certain ones.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I
that
like
would be cool.
Like,
Yeah, coming from the two builders.
and I don't
in
mean
Halo.
like forge on every map as in like different game modes, but I mean like be able to use all the building blocks on all the maps instead of just a couple of them.
Yeah, like covers and sandbags and
Yeah.
shit. It's like, come on. That's not really altering the map very much. But,
And I want to see a forge world that's not just fucking flat pieces
Oh,
to
yeah.
ground.
because, like, when you're machinimating and stuff, you have to block out the sky at all times, and it's
Pretty much.
really hard to do that on just a flat surface.
Uh-huh.
So,
And you have to do that, and you have to deal with lighting problems if you build like a set.
yeah,
You have to deal with the lighting problems. That makes it a pain in the ass.
yeah.
Because it's either too dark or there's weird lights coming
come in
through the
from
map,
nowhere.
and it doesn't look right.
And on top of that, my favorite Halo map of all time isn't even a real map. It's Forge World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Halo map ever because it's so versatile and you can do what you want with it. And like
It's definitely better than Forge Island.
it's
Yeah,
like we
yeah,
said
they just
last
need
time.
more Forge abilities. I really hope they have like a special section of 343 working looking
Working
into
and
that.
work.
Yeah.
Working and work.
Huh.
I agree with you guys because that's like. I know that's,
Because I played Reach a lot in the Forge, and when the last like 2 months before Halo 4 in Reach, I was like, I'm all burnt out on every single piece in the Forge list, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait till Halo 4 comes out so I can get new pieces to work with. And it was basically just like a reskin and then pushed out as the same stuff, most of it anyway.
Yeah.
And that kind of made me angry, and that's why I only have like 6 multiplayer maps in Halo 4 that I've made. But opposed to my 159
Yeah.
in Reach. Man,
Yeah.
I just don't want to keep reusing the same parts. I don't want to see the same parts in Halo
Yeah.
5.
I want to see movable parts. Or like parts that you can like activate with switches.
is
So you
that,
can
that
like open
Oh, that'd
doors
be
and close
cool.
them, or like
That'd be awesome.
bridges that extend.
343, get on that.
if you're
Yeah.
listening?
I remember in Reach, I would be like spinning something,
Or,
and
like-
I'd be like, you know
Yeah.
what? It would be really cool if I could set this piece to spin.
Yes.
Like if you make a revolving door or something,
Uh-huh.
and you're like, oh wow, I actually made it spin like that. That'd be so great if I could just set it there and like
Leave it spinning.
leave it
Have an
rotating.
access on
Yeah.
and
Exactly. I think that'd be cool to have like a moving centerpiece in a map or something.
Or have like elevators.
And you know how there's been like 2 pictures shown of one of those Halo 5 multiplayer maps?
Yeah.
Has like the peak,
Assuming it's a
the peak
multiplayer
in
one?
the no, it's probably
Yeah.
has the peak in the middle and then it like branches out from there. It's like
Yep.
a circle. That map from those 2 pictures has been remade in like 3 different games already. It's ridiculous. I may have talked about this on the first time we talked about Halo 5,
Yeah, I think we may have. I
but
don't know.
yeah, it was remade in Halo Reach's Forge, Halo 4's Forge, and I think Minecraft. Just off of
Probably.
Everything's remade in
Well,
Minecraft.
yeah. You know what about that? That kind of annoys me too because when I'm like, oh man, this thing's really cool in this video game.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna remake that, and I look up pictures.
Speaking
and
of that-
there's like 50 other people who have already made it, and I'm like, well, great.
And they probably did
Awesome.
it about 5 times better than I could.
I always assumed they did a crappier version just to help my ego, but
Oh man, what I used to do is I would go
like,
into
man,
Reach.
what a shitty picture.
I would used to play Reach, and sometimes I would download other people's maps just to like see how they are. And like I would never really play them. I just like kind of see how they were because they were like really favorited. And I go in and I'm like, this is shit. You could fix this like this. They wasted pieces here if they just use this piece instead.
Uh-huh.
You can easily get out of the map here. Like I used to do
Yeah.
stuff like that because I would like
You're a
build
critic.
so much that I knew how to make them
You rate
right.
it with stars, like 4 out of 5 stars.
Not really. It's just like I knew how they built everything and how it was all wrong in certain places and how they could have made it better.
I wanted to build the auditory villa from Assassin's Creed series, Brotherhood.
We started that for like a minute.
We worked on it for like a minute and a half on a flatland map in Minecraft, and we found pictures that other people had already done it, and I'm like, oh, whatever. There goes my motivation. Theirs looks like shit.
Could have made yours a lot better.
It usually does though, because when people do it, they
Yeah.
have like some weird frame shot or some like odd texture pack
Yeah.
on, or it's in some weird pixel count.
I think if you ever build anything in Minecraft and you don't want somebody to build it, you have to take it from something that not a lot of people like. Like a game that is
Rarer.
rarely played by a lot of people.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like
Well,
I'm gonna speak to the world that like when you recreate something in Minecraft, do it right. Don't make the shitty version, because it will be known as the shitty version.
but then
I mean,
again, as
like-
Lauren said before, any version is the shittier version if he has to remake it.
I mean, like, you see pictures of it all the time where they're like, yeah, I got everything right here, except for some reason there wasn't enough space to put that one building there, but so I kind of just, like, cover that part up, and I'm like, no, you can't just cover that part, that's a piece of the game. I don't care if you can't walk in the building, it's there in the game. Your count's off because you did something wrong and
Yeah.
you didn't want to push your pixels back one, you know?
Yeah, I had that when I first started playing Minecraft. I rebuilt the center town from Majora's Mask, and like, there's so much on that I got off because I didn't build it as big
Uh-huh.
as it should have been. And
And
like,
Well, that sucks.
I built,
but that was like one of my first builds too.
I
Yeah.
built, Scott Pilgrim art pixel
Pixel art.
Scott Pilgrim pixel art from the game, and it took me about 3.5 hours, and I realized that half of the upper, so a quarter of the pixel art on the top right was off by 1 pixel. And so I had to redo the whole thing, but I was like, you know what? I'm glad I did it right.
Yeah.
Because I don't want that shitty version that's like, why is his face a little longer than it is in the actual game?
Yeah.
I don't want that, you know? Give me the good stuff. Give me the real stuff. And send me a link to it, because I want to play on it. Seriously, though. I want to play it.
Well,
360. Share your worlds with me. I'll rate them.
it's like as bad as Omegle. Just rate.
What?
Dude, that's like half. the
That's like
internet.
half of the thing. Yeah.
Half
it's
the
terrible.
internet is like
4 out
ready.
of 10 would not play again. Yeah. I actually do want to see that, though. I want to see people build good shit.
Yeah, and then there's other times where I go into like Halo Worlds and I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I could never build this because I'm so
Yeah.
structured in my patterns.
Those are the best.
I'm so structured in my patterns of building that there's no way I could like build something like this.
Yeah,
haven't
sometimes
got-
you have to go out of your comfort zone to do things right. And those are the weirdest but the most fun parts of building in Halo for
Yeah.
me.
Like I always build like asymmetric levels, or I mean symmetric levels.
Yeah.
So when I try to build an asymmetric one, it always seems to come out one-sided.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
good at building asymmetric levels, but that's just because I don't know, that's just how I started building them. I usually build things with more than 2 sides just because I'm like, why does every map feel like it's supposed to be a CTF map? So I'll have like 3 corners or some weird shape. I don't like to build boxes. I like to build like polygons that wouldn't make sense in a normal situation.
Well,
But
yeah.
that's what I do with my forges. And I see it in like the created things that like the maps that are actually in the games and stuff like that.
Yeah, you see the third side type
Yeah,
stuff.
you see like multiple levels, multiple thoughts about how this half of the map is different than that half, but it still feels balanced.
Yeah.
And I like that kind of stuff.
Like I'm trying to think of a map right now, but I can't.
Hey, Lauren,
Yeah.
can you plug that
Sword
in?
base is kind of like
I
that.
asked you a while ago.
Sword base?
Because my
Yeah,
computer's
outside
up
sword
to
base
that.
from the outside, going around.
Maybe.
Yeah, it'd
Probably
be,
not.
be awesome.
I guess, but that's not really a
Pull some
multiplayer
sounds
level.
Like something.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's just in game. I mean,
Yeah. That's
Or
where
we
like
just cut
story
it off
plot
early.
where like there's a path to follow.
Yeah.
been talking
Yeah.
about Halo for a while.
So,
Halo maps that I like, with the asymmetry stuff, asymmetry, fucking shit.
Yeah, I know.
There's I like, there was a, add-on pack, what the fuck are they called?
expansions?
It had maps,
DLC.
Map pack?
DLC. There was DLC that had, two of my favorite maps in Halo 4.
Skyline and...
Skyline is weird
Symmetrical.
because it
I
is
like that one.
symmetrical, but,
But
it's so
it's
small.
a mirrored symmetrical
Yeah.
level.
That is probably one of my favorite maps in Halo 4 multiplayer, if not my single favorite. Just because like it's so small but it's still like very vertical and
Yeah.
fun to play with friends.
It's the best, like, SWAT map.
Swap.
And also a
Splat,
good
splat.
map.
Yeah.
Going off of the thing I was talking about with like the three sides kind of. Landfall was the DLC map.
Yeah, that one was awesome.
That's one of my favorite ones because
Mine too.
it's got like big open walkways and a huge
building.
huge
Type thing?
there's crates out on like a loading deck.
Yeah, there's like a loading deck, and then there's
And
like
then
an
there's-
open area,
Yeah.
and then you can go inside this building that's got like a garage
There's
and a
balconies.
computer room and stuff.
There's multiple buildings and it's just
Yeah.
like a cut off little section of a big city.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And yeah, that's one of my favorite maps because
I think with that one, I also like Perdition. Perdition is one
Perdition.
of my favorites too. That's the
That's,
one where it's
uh,
in the city and like the trains go overhead.
oh yeah. That one
And it's
one
got
gives
like
me
the
like
meltdown reactor in it.
that one gives me like an
Yeah.
older feeling. Like it feels
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm playing Halo 1 or 2
Yeah.
because of I don't know, maybe it's the walls or the lettering.
I have a question after this.
Yeah.
It's for all of you. Feel free to talk, whoever wants to afterward. So, what game or what game series do you think has had the biggest effect on your life, at least in recent time, outside of video games?
In recent time?
Or ever, really. Doesn't matter.
Well, that's a question.
Yeah, that is the question.
Yeah, I know it's kind of just...
That's
Oh,
totally
Let me,
threw
let me
me
stroke
off.
my beard and look off into the...
Oh,
Like,
man.
has it affected your personalities at all? Have you
I don't know.
kind of grown?
I have no
I
idea.
can't give
Yeah, like-
a single top answer to this,
I can't give really any answer to this, 'cause
but I can
don't,
tell.
I don't know how it has affected me really, because for me, it's just like it's just been part of my life. I don't really know how it's affected me because I don't have an outside viewpoint on how I act.
It's true.
But I
it's-
can tell what's shaped me
yeah,
the
like
most
how
out of
it's
games.
shaped you.
Fallout series is a big one. I love the Fallout series. Assassin's Creed, kind of. Halo, not as much, but I'm still big into. Yeah, those are three.
That works.
Modern Warfare 2 and Halo Reach multiplayer were probably my two most played games. Minecraft is kind of a big deal.
Like, what effect does that have on you, though? Like, what effect do you think playing a bunch of Minecraft has on your personality or your psyche?
Well, that's a good question because I think the more I play a game, the harder I laugh at jokes about that game I see on the internet.
yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Like when you see Fallout memes, I laugh about 5 times harder than anyone
Like
else.
me,
around.
I'm just like, yeah, I played Fallout.
Like,
you're peeing
I'm
your
like,
pants
that's
over here,
hilarious.
and I'm just like, yeah, it's funny.
Like,
I
I saw a
get
picture with the death claw, and you're just like, ah!
I'll,
That's.
that's
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite memes. It's like whenever we just see an enemy, and it's Vats.
Or the one where it's like 3 death claws. It's like Vats.
Those are good. I'm gonna. I took some pictures of them.
Oh,
Oh, the one in New Vegas
Ma?
where every once in a while you'll see a farmer just out there sweeping the ground. It's like, excuse me while I sweep the dirt. Gotta keep the clean dirt away from the dirty dirt. This makes no sense.
But,
It's the best.
I was playing Watch Dogs the other day, and actually, I found Aisha Tyler.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like, I heard her voice, and I was just, like, walking around because I was in the middle of a mission. I was like, why does that sound familiar? And then I turned, and she's sitting there, like, talking about some languages or whatever. I took a picture of it. It's on my phone.
Huh.
But it was pretty cool.
That's interesting. I know Oliver Gautier is in there, so.
Yeah, and so is Bruce Wayne.
Oh, really?
Yep, and it says he's Batman, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. That's awesome. I saw a person in Watch Dogs, sorry, before that. They have their, like, the main thing on the top says they have AIDS, but their occupation was a blood donor.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
That's kind of funny.
Like,
What were you
there's a
saying?
lot of weird stuff that it pulls up.
Go ahead.
Anyways, games that have like shaped me as a person. I can't really say.
Mort the Chicken. Have you ever played Mort the Chicken? It's a fucking stupid PS2 game. I'll tell you about it later. Hope it resurfaces Mort the Chicken too. Terrible.
Go on.
Like probably. Yeah, I stroke my beard whenever I'm thinking. It's become a habit. I mean, Legend of Zelda has really shaped my
Childhood.
my childhood, which is what really makes a person, in my opinion, is their childhood experiences can really have a major effect on the rest of their lives.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like this thing where like I know I should be brave. I need to not be afraid of things.
So you're saying it taught you wisdom, power, and courage?
Like the Triforce, yeah.
Gonna make a Zelda joke.
But I didn't want to try and force it.
Wisdom what?
Triforce.
Wisdom, power, and courage.
Yeah.
It's the 3 bits of
Pretty much
Triforce.
the main point of the game.
Okay.
There's 3 pieces to the Triforce, like, here's Pelican's wallet.
Try.
And
Is that one of the pieces?
no,
that's
there's
the entire-
1, 2,
If I
and
get
3.
it, do I win the game?
Yes,
If
actually.
you get it, you win life because you get to make a wish and
It's like
Yeah.
the 7
I
Dragon
won.
Balls, but less retarded.
I have Pelican's wallet now.
you're gonna get a lot of hate for saying
I don't give a
that,
fuck. I
Dan,
don't like
but-
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Balls is what it's called, actually,
Yeah.
You're right.
if you pronounce all the letters.
Dragon
correctly.
Balls is
Or Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Balls Ed.
No, Z.
I know, I get it, but it's a class if you put a
Dragon
space
Balls.
in. So, I was eating off of my VeggieTales plate the other day.
VeggieTales.
That way,
Awesome.
that's
had-
a great way to start.
That has the like. I remember when
VeggieTales is the shit.
I remember when I was a little Roman Catholic kid. When
too.
I was an altar boy.
Altar
Yeah.
boy.
I was an altar boy, and I remember every Sunday when we had Sunday school, always watched VeggieTales. Always had VeggieTales.
VeggieTales.
And like, I don't know,
Is that
that
the
probably
actual theme
shapes
song?
me more than most things
Yeah.
now.
VeggieTales. Broccoli.
I want to stand on that, Dan, but...
Celery.
I just have to.
What are you
like,
doing?
There.
Why?
What? He has to
After there.
pee.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water.
Dude,
Go
you
around.
can make it. How long do we have left?
About half an hour.
You can make it.
No, I cannot.
Dude,
It's
I hold my
willpower.
bladder
Go under.
at work
Go
for
under.
8
Go
hours.
under.
If you're going to go under.
But then there's Screechy Chair.
Oh no.
Oh my
no.
gosh. Everybody already knows you're peeing.
Anyway, the story goes.
VeggieTales plate.
I have a VeggieTales plate that I love. It's my plate in the house, and no one else gets to use my VeggieTales plate. But
Couldn't be more loud, could you, Dan?
Shut the fuck up.
that was actually pretty funny. God damn.
You could be.
Okay. Well, no one's manning the controls, so I hope we're not too quiet or loud or whatever.
I got it.
Okay. Anyway, I was eating off my VeggieTales plate the other day, and it has a picture of Larry, I think is the cucumber.
Yeah.
And where
The
the fuck the
tomato.
tomato is. And I got most of the way through my dinner. I had one piece left, and it was a slice of cucumber. And
You just.
I just felt wrong.
I felt dirty.
Because Larry is a cucumber in the show. He's a vegetable. And
Never would have guessed it was
There's me.
VeggieTales.
there's me eating a cucumber off of the cucumber's face. And I just felt so disgraceful. And so I couldn't finish my dinner. I couldn't finish my one bite. because it was Larry. And I was like, I'm sorry.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Terrible.
I'm sorry. It's like the
God.
third term. It's the third term of Lauren burping.
Yeah. I'm in the final stages now.
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
Daniel.
Hey, what's up?
Forget to wash your hands?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't. Okay.
I
cool.
did wash my
Color
hands.
was the soap.
You got me all
It
wet.
was purple. Soap is purple in there.
Are you sure?
I can guarantee it.
Okay.
He can guarantee it.
Well, I like the way you look.
I can guarantee
Can
it.
you move to the other
Anyway.
table?
That's how I find out if people wash their hands or not. I'm like, what color was the soap, bitch?
Purple.
Like, ah, crap.
It was purple.
Was it purple?
I have no clue.
Okay.
Me neither.
It's Pelican's house, and he's like, oh no, there's just soap.
I
here.
barely ever use that bathroom.
Yeah. Did you hear my story about VeggieTales?
I did.
Okay, good.
How you felt disgraced for the about a
They-
cucumber off his
they-
face.
you know,
I eating a cucumber off his face. Okay.
Sounds sexual.
Also, when I hang out with people with accents, their accents kind of rub off on me, and I start talking like that just a little bit until it like slowly fades away. Like when I used to play TF2, I played with a bunch of Canadians.
Yeah. Kept
And,
saying A a lot at the end of your sentences.
Yeah, I kept saying everything a lot that was Canadian. And
All the
I have a
stereotypes.
story about Canadian. Well, not really Canadians. It's about me and how someone thinks I'm a Canadian.
Did you go to Tim Hortons
But,
yesterday?
No.
hey, but yeah, today I got a call from someone I needed to know.
I needed to know. I needed to know.
What I
He
did.
said it. He said
I,
it.
ne- I
You
needed
said
to
it
know.
just fine. I don't know why you
I
were
don't
saying
know.
it like
I'm.
that.
Scottish.
Yeah.
Go on.
I needed to know the price of some lumber I'm gonna need for a project, and
Oh.
I called him up, and he had this kind of like country twang to it, and I had only like I just answered the phone. He
Yeah.
said hello, and I already started talking like that. I don't know. It was just the quickest transition. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need about a couple, at least 2 grade. We're gonna have to. I don't know how we're gonna get it here, but and it's just rubbed off.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to talk like that. That's just like that's my body's way of like
Making
kind
people
of-
trust you.
making people feel like I'm with them. I don't know.
Yeah, I started to do that
it
a
makes
lot.
no sense.
I
I'm
watched
like, well, hey, I appreciate it.
No, okay, so I started watching a lot of British television on Netflix,
What
and
did
then
you-
I kept saying this one word. I don't remember what word it is. I'm sure I'll say it soon enough. But I kept saying it the wrong way. And I'm like, God damn it! Why do I keep saying it like that?
Aluminium.
No, it's not that.
Aluminium.
Aluminum.
But it's a certain word, and I keep saying it in a British type pronouncement.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, why do I keep saying it like that? I know it's not supposed to be said like that.
So there's this girl I know, and Lauren knows kind of.
Hi, girl, he
Dr.
knows.
Met a girl.
Once.
Thought she was
Go on.
grand.
So she thinks that I have a Canadian accent and that I'm from Canada.
Even though you've told her that you're not Canadian.
I'm like, I'm not Canadian. I live in Oregon. I was born in Portland. I live in Myrtle Point. I mean, I was like, okay, it's
You
capital
want
of
to give them
Oregon,
your address
Salem.
too?
No, I did not give them my address. I don't do that.
Well, it's 2540.
You don't give people
Myrtle
your
Point
address. Did you say Myrtle Point Street? There's only one road in Myrtle Point.
Even though there's actually a lot of them,
Just follow the road.
Can't miss it.
there's only one road.
Like Canada.
I didn't remember any streets.
There's,
on
why do we talk about South Park so much? Like, I feel like I hardly watch that
Yeah,
show.
I don't
Neither.
ever watch it. So
Oh, really?
It's hilarious.
It is pretty funny.
But like, I've watched. I don't watch very much South Park, but like, I'm always referencing it.
Yeah, me too. For some reason,
Like, I haven't watched South Park in
it's
months.
so referenceable.
So-
There's so many episodes that you can just.
when Mr. Deekman was at our barbecue shack when he was buying food,
Barbecue
dinner,
shack.
whatever, Sarah was working there, and I walked up, and we were talking to Mr. Deekman for a little while. And during that conversation with Mr. Deekman, she referenced the trial part in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. She referenced that episode, and I was like, "How do we know you're not a donkey-brained man?" And she was like, "Oh my god, you watch that show too?" It was
Deepman watches
awesome.
that show too.
All of us were just there, and it's like,
Him and I are always like throwing back references in class.
It was funny. First day, 7th grade year, going to Mr. Diekman's class. I read his name plaque as Dickman. Like on above his door is like Mr. Diekman, and I was like Mr. Dickman.
did you call him that?
No, I didn't call him that, but that's what I saw. I saw Mr. Dickman, and I'm like, that guy must have been made fun of so much. And then he's like, I'm Mr. Diekman. I'm like, not
have a
Mr.
friend.
Dickman.
Lauren and I worked at a summer camp last year. Aston Bates.
Aston Bates.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
That seems like that was
There's an
terrible.
old guy there who worked. His name was Lester. He was pretty cool. He was like, yeah, I got made fun of a lot when I was in school because my name's Lester. And Aston was like, oh, really? My last name's Bates. Try me. It's pretty great.
That is pretty great.
That sucks though for him. Yeah. A couple times in class though, I've just been like throwing out Breaking Bad references and Always Sunny references.
The pizza on the roof.
Diekman laughs. Yeah. I just showed Daniel that a couple days ago.
Pizza
Yeah.
on the roof.
That was one of my favorite episodes just because of that part.
I actually looked it up on YouTube and saw the directors talking about it, like this was fucking amazing. We're so excited about how that happened.
First
and there was
take.
dramatic music in the background in slow motion, the pizza flopping on the roof.
He just throws it back and it's just boom, up on the roof. Pizza on the roof. If you don't know what that is, watch Breaking Bad. It's awesome. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that episode in Always Sunny where they're trying to find some dude online,
Oh yeah.
and this chick was like, "No, I'm not really him. I just pretend to be him because he made me mad once and put my naked pictures online." And Mac is all like, "Oh God, I hate when guys do that. They just throw photos up online on any old website. I mean, there's just so many of these websites."
Which
And
one
then
was it?
she's like, "I know, it's terrible." And he's like, "Yeah, I mean, just like, how do you know which ones to go to? I mean, I don't know. It's just
which ones did he put 'em up?
specifically did he put them up? It's so bad." And it's just like, what? But
Yeah. That was a great
it's
episode.
great
So did you guys know we have the technology
to clone.
to put a human's brain on a computer? We
Yeah.
literally have the technology, but it would cost like hundreds of billions of dollars.
Yeah.
We can now.
Not doing that.
We have reached immortality, in a
Yeah.
sense. To
In a
upload
sense, but we
one's-
don't have any way
to
to
upload
run.
one's memory.
Yeah,
to,
but we don't have any way to run the brain once it's there or put it
Yeah.
anywhere else.
That's why
It's better than freezing myself cryogenically.
Or you could just freeze your brain or preserve your
I-
brain
I-
when you
I
die.
think I'll do the upload thing.
that's what I plan on doing when I die.
Yeah.
Uploading my
your-
brain.
Would you download it anyway?
What was
would you
that
just,
awesome movie about?
port?
This
The guy who downloaded himself to
had Johnny Depp.
I don't know. I wanted to
Fucking
watch it, but it was like
Transcendence?
it came and went so fast that I
Is
didn't
that what
even
it was called?
know what-
Transcendence.
It might have been. I think
Could've
so.
been.
That movie
know.
was fucking awesome.
I wanted to go see that, but
It
it
was
like
really
came
good.
and went really fast.
I'd watch it when it comes out if I were you.
So I
It
watched
was
How to
great.
Train Your Dragon 2.
Okay, child.
It was actually good. There was a Viking funeral and shit in it.
I would expect that. They're Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I didn't
good.
have high hopes. My uncle works at Pixar. Didn't have high hopes. It was like Cars 2. He was like,
We kind of just did it.
he was like, I just helped a
I
little
apologize
bit.
for this in advance. No, but it was actually pretty alright.
Yeah, like sometimes when a new Pixar movie that he's excited about comes out, we all go out and see it.
8 out of
Yeah.
10 probably.
But
But The Desolation of Smaug.
like
That
lately,
was good. When's that
Top.
fucking new Hobbit movie?
Yeah.
next December,
And what's it called again?
the
The Redesolation.
No,
of
it's,
Smaug 2.
the Battle of
Battle
Five
of
Babylon.
Armies?
I think
Battle
so.
of Ice
Five
Lake
armies.
Ville.
Yeah.
The Battle of Five Armies.
I think
Of
it's
Ice
five
Lake
armies.
Ville,
I'm not
arrows
quite
and
sure.
Scales and
Yeah.
stab.
Shit.
It was something else,
It's
but
the
then
most-
they changed the name.
Obvious name.
An
for this
unexpected
part.
desolation
Yeah,
of
there's
Smaug.
Big battles.
Wait, what's the army?
It's the orcs and then
It's the orcs, the elves, the town, the dragon, and the dwarves.
yeah.
So the dragon is an army.
No,
Pretty much.
there's actually there's two
The
armies of
dragon could
dwarves
take out an army.
because there's the dwarves from the Iron Hills
Mhm.
that come and aid, and there's just
Yeah.
watch the movie. It'll be good.
So
I haven't read the books, but
I've read the book.
I have a pretty good feeling on how it's.
Yeah, I was like,
gonna end.
books.
Oh wait, yeah, I have had the book read to me, like a little baby in seventh grade.
Like a little baby.
I read the book,
I read the book,
but I
in
really don't
fifth
care that it's different in the movies.
Mr.
they
Eklund read
added
me the
a
book.
lot of extra lore,
That they didn't really need to, but it works.
but you know they
I
made
mean,
it
they
into
put Orlando
three
Bloom
full-length-
in there because chicks like him.
I don't know.
They
I
also
like
put
him.
a chick in
It's
there
cool
that didn't
too.
exist.
I
Yeah.
actually like it.
I'm glad the elves are there.
Elves are
Me
awesome.
too. They're badass fighters.
Yeah,
They're badass.
They're just badass.
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 They also have no emotion.
They're pretty
Sort
cool.
of.
The one part
Uh,
that I loved in that, I think it was
Mostly Legolas. He's just like
face.
I think it was the
laser
Desolation
stare the
Smog.
whole time. What do your elf eyes see?
Smoke. But when
They
Legolas
see
is talking to
difference.
one of the dwarves, the guy's like, "Yeah, that's my grandson Gimli," or something like that.
That's
Yeah.
my grandson.
Gimli!
That was the best.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
No, yeah. No, it was my wee lad Gimli.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it's my wee
Wee
lad.
lad Gimli. Yeah, it's great.
Legolas is just like, yeah. Ugly.
What was it
Barrel
again? Was it a
rider.
picture or
It was a
picture.
locket.
Okay. I was like, there's
Smaug.
pictures.
It's like,
It's weird.
What do I call you? It's like, I don't know.
Barrel
Barrel
rider.
rider.
Barrel
It's like,
rider.
barrel rider. That's unique.
I really like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the
What
Rings is
say you, barrel rider?
one of
Lord
my
of the
favorite
Rings-
movies. Series of movies and
Lord of the,
series.
Rings, the original Lord of the Rings. I could still watch that today, no problem. Like there's
Any
like
of
people
them.
like
They age really, really
they
well.
aged so well that like I know people that have never watched Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And then they've watched it
Sadly.
like this is this great movie. And I'm like, yeah, it was made when I was like 5.
I met somebody who had never
Sadly.
watched any Lord of the Rings, never any of the Harry Potters or anything like that, and I was just
Dude,
A lot of
I
people
think
how
it
have you
took
done
me
that?
until like a few months ago to actually watch the last Harry Potter movie. But I knew all the endings and stuff like 3 years before they finished
Like
filming or something like that. I don't know.
some people get really lost in the Harry Potter series, like when they're watching the movies.
Yeah.
Because they leave a lot out.
They do.
They
They
leave
leave
a
a lot.
out. And I'm like, okay, I understand this because I read some of the books. I didn't read all of them, but I read enough of them to understand
Yeah.
what actually is going on. I'm like, okay, I understand this, and I can piece
Are you guys-
that together.
Are you guys ready for the new Harry Potter movie?
is there another one?
This new movie is about this book that Hermione, Ron, and Harry read while they
Oh
were
my
in
God.
school,
Just give up.
and it's called like
He made enough money.
Harry
like-
Potter, stop it.
I can't remember what it's called, but anyways, basically the movie's gonna be like set in like 1964 or something like that. And yeah,
I'm so done with Harry Potter. I didn't like it to begin with. I just, I love Lord of the Rings though.
I wasn't really into Harry Potter too much.
Yeah.
My dad is, and we watched the Harry Potter marathon.
Harry Potter,
Harry
Harry Potter,
Potter. The Harry Potter.
Harry Potter,
The Harry Potter marathon every Christmas time. It comes around on a Hallmark.
Potter. My father will hear about this.
Yeah,
Oh god.
the view is so long.
It just gets longer and longer every fucking Christmas.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
I bet.
It's
Pretty
like
funny.
are
But my
these
dad's
just
like,
getting
oh,
longer,
let's
or am I
watch
just
this. I'm
getting
like,
more bored?
oh, okay.
Cancer.
It's like, or we can just watch
You
Lord of the Rings.
lived. I'm like, no, I know what's gonna happen. Let
Just
me go.
talk
To my...
faster, dude.
like, God damn it.
The boy who lived.
Like,
You couldn't speak.
pull out a handgun and shoot him in the head. Come on. Get it over
Yeah, why
with.
doesn't anybody use guns in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter?
It's like, I mean,
Because guns don't work against magic.
apparently fucking not that.
I mean,
guns
it
don't-
moves so fast. What would stop it?
Exactly.
Like, you can't move and be like, bing! Like, you can't use magic.
Oh, I don't know
so
about
quickly.
that. Swinging wands? I know a guy who can deflect a bullet with a wand. And
Uh,
that's Reaver from Fable 3.
that's true.
He's about to get shot in the head. He's like,
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Reaver could.
today.
no!
Then again, those were like industrial era pistols, so they weren't that amazing. as
Not today.
today's high-powered rifle.
Tally ho. See you later. God, that's terrible. Are you guys looking forward to any new movies coming out? Because I know I am.
I'm trying to think of what's coming
I
out.
I have a list.
I haven't,
A
A
list?
list.
I
I
don't
haven't
know.
watched any new movies.
I really don't know.
I haven't watched TV very much, so I haven't seen any commercials.
I don't know. There's like this new movie coming out about this chick who can use like more of her brain power.
Fuck that movie.
That movie
That
is
so
the logic
dumb.
is so dumb in it.
Because you use 100% of your brain already, and the
Yeah,
whole
I know.
movie is like
You only
she
use
takes
10%
this
of
pill
your brain.
and she unlocks 100% of her brain.
And that allows her
Oh my
to
god, she's a normal human.
And that
what the fuck?
and somehow that allows her to control
Levitate and shit.
It allows her to control matter, other people, and like control her molecules, which
Which doesn't make
true at all.
sense.
It's just
And you don't use actually 100% of your brain. You use about 70%, something like that.
No, you
And then
use
the other-
100%. You
Yeah,
just
I know,
not
but-
at the same time.
But you use like 70% consciously, and then the other 30% is like unconscious actions.
yeah.
So I'm gonna
Heartbeat.
unlock
Yeah,
my
stuff like that.
consciousness. So when I'm sleeping, I have to think about breathing. So I'll just die.
I'm pretty sure Morgan Freeman's in that movie.
He
too, I
is.
saw him. And they're like asking him like, what happens when she hits 100%?
And it's like,
he's
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's like,
And it's like, that's
she
the big lead
becomes
up
a normal
moment.
human.
That's great.
But yeah, the
There's-
logic in that movie
It's
sucks.
pretty
There's
dumb.
a disease that's been it's a mental thing.
Benjamin Button's disease.
It's been nicknamed Osiris's curse. It's where you have to think about breathing. You have to think about breathing. So if you,
That sucks.
if you don't think about breathing,
You just stop.
you stop breathing.
That sucks.
They don't last
Don't
very
do it.
long. That's what they say. They're like,
Or they could just hook him up to like a machine forever.
yeah.
I'm
Which
looking
seems like a
forward
shitty
to shit. Wow.
I'm going
Moving
to
forward,
shit.
That movie. One of the two movies I was really looking forward to, I'm pretty sure is already out and
Guardians of
gone.
the Galaxy.
No, fuck that movie.
No.
That's probably gonna be a good movie, but I'm not gonna watch it. 22 Jump Street.
Oh,
yeah.
I think it's already out.
That's been out
Is
for
it?
a while.
I'm
It's
pretty
been
sure
out
it's
for
already
a
gone.
while.
I'm pretty sure it's already gone.
Yeah. I
Man,
think so.
why does that have to come so quick and leave so quick? And
Why didn't even?
I only
never even heard about it. so-
about it like 2 months before it was out, and then after it was out, it like I didn't hear anything about it.
Yeah, that's.
And what's the other one?
The Maze Runner
Oh yeah.
is a movie I'm looking forward to.
I don't know about that one.
Never heard of it. It's based off of this book called what was it called? The Maze Runner, and it's this movie about these kids who get
Aren't you
like
funny? you
trapped
dick?
in this maze, and they're like stuck in
know
the
this.
middle, and like the walls smashed together, and the walls are always moving in this maze, and they're not quite sure how they're there or whatever.
I'm
I
not
didn't
sure
read
why
the
you
book.
of all people would care that it was a book before.
I didn't read the book.
Exactly.
So they're stuck in Pan's Labyrinth.
I just know that it's a book.
Actually,
Pan's Labyrinth was awesome, by the way.
there's a book that made me think of. It's called The Labyrinth, which is kind of funny because there's a bunch of other things. The Labyrinth.
Yeah.
But it was free on my Nook, my reading tablet. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll read it. It was really interesting. It was about these mages that went into this labyrinth, and it was like pretty much the same thing, but they were mages.
But these are like random teenage kids who are like, oh shit, we're here now. Why? But the new guy comes and they're like, I guess we're just gonna sit here. He's like, I'm not gonna sit here. But I guess that's the main character. That guy is played by Dylan O'Brien, who is an awesome actor that you guys have probably never heard
He's
of.
also Conan O'Brien's son.
No.
What?
I have no idea.
But
Never heard of that actor.
He's in Teen Wolf. He plays Styles.
I'm
He was-
also not very good with names at all, so
Oh, he was in that movie, The Interns. Have you guys seen that movie?
no.
You have?
Yeah.
He's the guy with the glasses
Oh, okay.
in that movie.
I know who you're talking about.
He's a really good actor, and I'd like to see him in more stuff, and so I'm pretty excited about this movie.
Anybody
Plus-
excited about Halo Nightfall? That thing that's gonna.
I've never watched any
Dude,
of
that's
those
not gonna
things.
come out for a while.
I know, but is
I've never watched any of those
You
things.
didn't watch Forward Unto Dawn? Oh, you're going to.
yeah, it's pretty good actually.
I've just
enjoyed it.
I've never put the time forth to watch any of those
You
things.
guys
so.
looking forward to Avengers 2?
No,
No,
No, me not. Me neither.
Me
not.
not.
Me not.
not.
I'm done with superhero movies for at least 10
I
years.
didn't like I don't like superhero movies in general because it's like
Like,
shit,
I didn't-
he saves the thing from the thing.
Honestly, I
There you
didn't
go.
mind some of the superhero movies, but I just didn't like the Avengers movies.
So,
I used
Too
to
many main
watch-
characters for it to be
Be
good.
a good.
I
thing.
used to watch the Spider-Man movies. Those were the only ones that I actually like thoroughly watched, and the third one was like I just watched it because I thought it was funny that one time where like the guy, I also watched it because James Franco is in it, but throws the bomb at Spider-Man and he's walking away and he like grabs the web and does the thing to the bomb and throws it back and it explodes behind him.
And it's like,
It's like, oh, I just thought that scene was really funny because he's like, gets a bomb thrown at him. He's like, Psh, nope, done. But that and anyway, what were you gonna say?
the
Sorry.
latest Spider-Man movie.
Oh, the new series.
I watched the latest Spider-Man
I
movie.
watched the first one.
I watched the latest one because I was like, I hadn't known about the other ones.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, yeah, I was completely in the dark about the other ones. I don't know. I just hadn't heard about them. So I was like, okay, it's going to be what I'm expecting. Wasn't at all what I was expecting.
With the glowing blue black dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones.
And I was like,
Black dude,
I was like, oh, this is not what I was expecting. And then something, it gets really depressing. And then it gets more depressing.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fuck this.
and that's how the comics go.
Donald Glover would have been a great Spider-Man. Anyway.
What about Hercules, guys? You guys ready to see that?
With The Rock.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
No.
a big Greek mythology guy. So if they fuck up the story,
You're gonna be.
You know
pissed.
they're going to do that, though. You know
they
that,
are.
right?
When they fuck up the story, I'm not gonna be too happy. Although, I did like Immortals, even though that was way off. Like that had, that had nothing to
Nothing.
do with the actual story of
No.
Theseus. Literally nothing.
It was
Besides the fact that there was a bull and he fought it. There you go. But yeah, that's. I don't know why I like that movie just because I'm like a Greek mythology movie. hasn't
God,
been
there
out in a
was
while.
this other Greek mythology movie. They made 2 of them, and they're really good.
The Odyssey. They had the Odyssey as a movie.
It might have been that. I don't
You're
remember.
talking about the 300 movies
No,
because they,
no.
they just came out with a new one.
Yeah.
That's not
I watched
Greek
it.
mythology.
This
That's
one. That's Roman.
fact.
That's history.
That's like history, not
Yeah.
mythology.
But-
I can't remember what they're called. One of them's like, fuck God.
Well, Greek mythology has the word mythology in it. It comes from the Greek mythos, which doesn't mean false. It means story. So that's like just story, I
Yeah.
guess.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
His Tory though.
Who's
Story.
what's the god of his truth?
God damn it.
Were you gonna say the same thing?
Well, also,
No.
the reason why I kept talking about Dylan O'Brien as a good actor is because, well, I think I have like a stupid weak soft spot in like
For dogs.
each form of media for like something that should be a shitty series that I like.
Like Breaking Bad. Well, just kidding.
Damn,
You take that back. You take that back right now.
It was a
That
kid.
hurt.
I actually haven't.
I hurt Lauren deep down.
Cool. Teen Wolf. That's what I was talking about. Me and Wiley both watched it. Wiley,
I watched a couple
listening.
episodes of it.
Defend it with me, but it's like we both like to watch Teen Wolf, and I don't know why. It's just,
From what I watched on it, it wasn't a bad show. It's just that I
But-
don't have MTV.
it's just
So
like
tired of their
funny,
shit.
and
Um,
yeah, he's a great actor though.
so, going back to the Greek mythology thing,
Yeah,
like one show, because I'm really into Lauren's really into the Mediterranean mythology. I'm really into the Norsemen, the Northmen, and
the Northmen,
That's actually they're referred to in history as the Northmen.
Scandinavians.
Yeah, Scandinavian lore, and the show.
The Scandinavian Peninsula.
They on History Channel they have the Vikings show, and
Yeah, it's pretty good.
yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, some of it's not accurate, but I mean, I mean, that's just gonna happen. Now, I enjoy watching the show, but like I pick out the inaccuracies.
Aren't
But-
you cool?
I
You
can't
must be fun at
believe
parties.
I
Just kidding.
can't believe that The Rock is playing Hercules though, because it's like
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like in a movie about a special certain hero, they should pick like maybe a lesser known actor.
Yeah.
Because the whole time I'm gonna be thinking like that's not Hercules, that's
That's
Dwayne.
The Rock.
Hopefully they portray him right.
Hopefully they do the
Hopefully they don't
so
have
he's like
my-
half stupid.
my
'cause that's how he's supposed to be.
favorite part about Hercules' story is
The part
the
where he
12
ditches his friends
no,
to
the
run into the forest.
no, the 12 tasks of redemption.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really actually know that much about Hercules
And
mythology.
I hope that's what the story portrays
Betrays.
because I've seen it in the previews that he's doing task 4 where he fights the boar, he's doing task 6 where he fights the birds.
Yeah.
I've seen the part where the water rushes in, so that's 5 when he's cleaning the horse's pen. I hope they go through all of it. And I think I saw Cerberus in the trailer. Wasn't he in the trailer? A 3-headed dog?
Maybe.
I think so.
Not
Yeah.
sure.
That's the last task. So
By the way, do you guys know that Cerberus is basically his name is Spot?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cerberus.
That's funny.
Like if you translate Cerberus, it basically translates to Spot.
That's great.
That's funny. What does it completely translate to?
I have no clue.
We don't
Spot
memorize.
the 3-headed dog.
Spot 3.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite stories from Greek mythos, by the way. I also like Theseus and Perseus,
Mhm.
especially Theseus with the Minotaur and the labyrinth and all that. Man,
Yeah.
I'm not as well versed.
Yeah, I think that's the movies I was thinking about. Is they made 2 movies about Perseus.
Perseus is the one that fought Medusa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they made 2 new movies about it.
The
But
Odyssey.
in the second one, he goes through the labyrinth, though. And it,
That's Theseus.
yeah,
That's
no, but
Theseus.
in this series of the movies, they have Perseus go through it too.
What movies?
I don't remember, but it's pretty badass. Because in the second one, it ends with like Zeus and Hades fighting a Titan, and it's just pretty badass. And I think it's supposed to be Kronos.
Wow.
I enjoyed the story of the Odyssey.
Yeah.
That's my favorite story from Greek mythology. That's the one I know the most about.
About Odysseus.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't mean to intrude on this conversation, but it is about time to wrap up.
Because Dan doesn't know anything about Greek mythology.
And
I don't know
sitting
much.
there.
What time is how much? What we
It's
at?
107:32.
That's good. Cool. Greek mythos.
yeah.
I re-
I roll.
I really don't know why I liked Immortals that much because it's like
That was a good movie,
Nothing.
though.
it was good in itself, and like the more I think of it as Greek mythology, the more I hate it. But
Oh
but
yeah, I can understand.
as
that.
its own story, I'm like it's just a good movie.
Yeah.
It got shitty ratings.
Probably because
I
it
liked
has
it.
nothing to do.
But a lot of people don't know shit about history.
That's true too.
Like me and
like when World War
Greek
II
mythology.
started.
You mean 1939? For the U.S. anyway?
Okay.
Anyways.
When World War II started, Pelican.
I know I'm gonna get this wrong. I want to say 1939.
You didn't hear me
Close.
just say it?
No.
When did like
Sorry.
the actual one start?
It was
A couple years before.
It was. We didn't get involved until
We
2
didn't get-
years after the war started.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Then were we
What started
42
World War
or
II?
41?
That would be the invasion.
Of
Normandy.
what?
No,
that was,
different one. Different one. Sorry.
That was Germany attacking. Had already annexed some other countries, and they went to Poland.
Yeah. 1938, the invasion of Poland.
Yep.
Normandy's in France.
Sometimes I make the joke that I
Fucking
am
dumb.
part of every race demographic. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, okay. I found the movies I was thinking of.
What are
One of them is Clash of the Titans, and the other one is The Wrath of the Titans.
Clash of
Oh yeah, yeah.
Titans.
watched most.
Wrath of the Titans just came out, didn't it? Like a while, like not
Like
maybe not.
2012.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
The past 3 years feel like the same year.
And
to
then,
me,
Cla-
so-
and then Clash of the Titans came out in 2010.
to be honest,
yeah,
like 2010 to now doesn't feel like any time.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, movie graphics have, like, gotten so good
Yeah.
that they still look really,
I saw
really
Cla-
nice.
I saw Clash of the Titans. That was the one with the huge scorpions, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was.
I
that was- that
actually
one was
didn't
just
get a
funny.
chance to watch most
I
of
remember
those.
seeing
We
the
should do that
giant
later.
wall of water in the trailer, and I was like, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah. The Wrath of the Titans, it basically follows, like, the same kind of line as the first one, but it's still just fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. God,
God, I really want to watch this now.
There's so much history embedded in the Mediterranean, though,
Yeah.
because there's like
That's
you have way back when it starts. You
that's
got
one of the startings
Ur,
of kind of
one of the first 3 civilizations
written
ever.
history.
Babylon.
Babylon is the oldest recorded
Like
civilization. Yeah, the crescent moon. That's a big thing for anthropologists. Is the crescent moon, which is their
symbol.
that was what part of their symbolism.
And then like Persia, and
And then-
Greece, and Rome, and Carthage,
Mm,
and everything
and the-
in that
Hebrews.
order. Yeah.
Well,
and
any
the Romans were
Mongols, Arabs.
astonishing engineers for their time.
Yeah.
Like astonishing.
Hannibal.
yeah.
Well,
Like
history, thank you.
Thank you, history.
Yeah.
I'm going to be studying you for the rest of my life.
Goodbye.
Anthropologist over here.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to this episode of
Hey.
Brown Sock.
If you stayed with us-
Tuesday.
Tuesday. If you stayed with us this long, I want to thank you because we kind of had a little bit of a lull period.
At
in there.
the beginning,
This
it
was
kinda
a little-
weak. Yeah. No.
Huh.
But anyway, thanks.
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe
Later,
you.
everybody.